Gonna be Hockey's first up versus Certified. Oh no, dude. Oh no. The Rogue versus the Priest. Oh no, no. That's gonna be a lot of dots versus a lot of shadow stuff, man. It's gonna be a bit of a back and forth here. Hockey's trying to get out of Certified. Trying to get super aggressive. PI, full eruption, trying to see if he can catch Hockey's right now. Is he dotted? I think he is dotted. But he's just trying to see if he can avoid the damage all entirely. I think maybe until he gets another cheap shot. I do like the shadow crashes around the wall though. I do like those. Because sometimes the dual land, sometimes you can bait the person into a shadow crash, which can be kind of fun. Especially with the tier set they got that can make it do actual decent damage, but probably wanted to be used in a shadow or pain though more than anything though. For real. Honestly. Hawk is trying to see if he can get himself a slow and steady opener. Did you send Sepsis? Or did you send nothing? Or are you gonna use Sepsis here? Does go for the Sepsis. That's immediately dispersed out of Certified. Certified is trying to be extra careful with the Hawk. Is stunned immediately. Does get in with the shift though. That is quite a bit of the dot damage. Look at this guy. Wait, okay, hold on. Is Sepsis the one that does more damage than later? Or is it doing a lot of damage at the very beginning? It's one or the other. I know that Kingsbane does more damage as the dot ticks down. Sepsis I think might be a little more front loaded, right? That's actually a bit of decent damage. A bit of decent damage for a decent bit of opener. But at this point, Certified, I don't think he has any outs, right? If Hakis goes in for a full death mark. Although I don't know if he's going to go for it. He does go for it. Trinket out of it immediately. Certified with a full-on Kingsbane. It's just over. It's just over. There's nothing he can do. Big old Kingsbane. 50% of your health. Immediate blind under the Sensei. Trying to see if he can take down the Rogue. I think he might just be able to one-shot him, right? Maybe. Vanish for the Rogue. He's trying to see if he can find him. He actually is right on his trail for a moment there. But then you kind of lose him for a second because it doesn't really like give you any giveaway. You don't have like a numbers thing that pop out from Rogue even though they're vanished. You're not seeing any kind of damage. You're kind of just trying to guess. But he had a solid guess there, honestly. Eyes are back up and available. Sensei no longer has a trinket. And about a 25-second wait for Hawkins before he gets himself another big go. Plus he has Cloak of Shadows. So if you could potentially just cloak off the Karma from Sensei, that could be pretty big. He's just trying to see if he can go for a bit of that hit and run with the shiv right after Sensei trying to catch him. Fist of Fury parried him back and back. And Hawkins does at least, so defenses could be an evasion. Does go for evasion. Trying to see if he can just wait out Sensei. Maybe keep the dots rolling on him. Possibly, potentially. He got himself dance. Cheap shot. Big Kingsbane. Hold on a second. Sensei. Cloak of Shadows immediately. Wait a second. Hold on. Got him some fat board. Hold on a moment. He's still super low. Hawkins backing up out. I was thinking Hawkins was just going to charge at him. I was thinking Hawkins was actually just going to stay on him the entire time because I thought maybe that's where he just ended. 40 seconds until Hawkins could do that again. That was a rough one. That was so rough. Sensei trying to catch up as much healing as he can. He does have eyes available. So he could go grabbing them whenever he needs to. For Hawkins, I don't know if he wants to go out there, dude. He got no evasion. He got no cloak. He got nothing. He could go in, but I think he would just die to the sustained damage of Sensei. That's not enough to keep him scared behind the pillar. That's not enough for him to just hang out back and just not do anything. Lexu by Sensei, does he have a go? Serenity, everything is available here. Kidney shot by Hawkins, but still it's a lot of damage. Oh, yeah. Dungeon Death lives it. Hold on a second. Fist of Fury. I think it's over there. Yeah, that's over. Sensei does take a bit of damage, though. Hold on. Does he live this? He's taking huge hits. Hold on a second. He's still melting little by little. Luxy trying to see if he can push on the offensive, making sure there's support right next to Sensei. Fist of Fury for Sensei immediately. Got him some trinket in case he needs to. Knocking back Luxy by a bit into a ring of peace. And maybe that'll be enough to keep Luxy at bay. And it looks like it's enough to keep him back. That is just the one chasing after Sensei. He got us a one of his own coming back up too. Also got a Karma coming back up very, very soon. Just trying to see if he can buy himself as much survivability as humanly possible as Luxy. Got himself full CDs ready to go. Trying to see if he can maximize his win a little. Fist for fist, and that's going to be Sensei backing up out of there, retreating, just waiting out for some cooldowns and maybe looking for a bit of that recovery. Luxy at this point did end up burning a trinket. I'm not exactly sure what he used a trinket on, but for Sensei, that's a fantastic spot. I think the monk may just have it. He's got some cooldowns coming back up. At least it's a win. And like soup does go for the win. Big Fist of Fury. Hold on. Karma. Does he reverse it? Maybe he just takes the damage of the Karma and then goes for Diffuse. Hold on a second. He does go for a Karma of his own. Luxy trying to see if he can diffuse that damage. But he's actually just going to take hits either way, though. That's going to be just his defense is broken. And Sensei is able to blackout kick him down with Weave God X going to be up next. This man's been playing against rogues so many times now. But at least I think that gives him a bit of the practice to play up against a monk, because it's going to be just as mobile of a class. Got himself a full primordial setup with an elemental blast. Wants to get himself a proper go. Big lava burst flying in. Sensei just looking for a bit of a recovery. Got himself Tiger's Fury to at least escape the roots whenever those were up. And Weeb is in a decent spot right now. 5 minutes into the match, 24% dampener. Sensei looking for a bit of recovery. Does not have a human racial anymore, but the trinket should be coming back up in maybe a minute. Because there is a bit of a DR whenever we press the human racial and the normal trinket. They do DR each other with a 1.5 minute DR downtime. Leg sweep onto Weeb, does go for the knock and a Sensei Fist of Fury to lock him down. Lasso as he still goes in for the Thunder Fist. Either way though, that's still quite a bit of damage. Trying to see if he catch up to Weeb before the root goes down. Does break out of it with the Tiger's Lust immediately as an Earth Elemental comes right out. Weeb trying to see if he can just fight through Sensei, knocking him back with the root to follow. Does go for the port, trying to see if he can catch him in the totem. Doesn't quite connect though. Actually, if you get him caught in the totem and they try to port, do they get yoinked back in or does it break the interaction? I don't even know. That one I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes Vanish works for Rogue, sometimes not. Sometimes Shadow Step works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really know. Maybe it's just as inconsistent as the other guys. Zappy available for We've got. Has he got himself Stormkeeper? At least had himself one charge of Stormkeeper. I don't know what the other one went. But Sensei looking to take it slow, take it steady, got Earth Elemental to get some cooldowns off of, and trying to see if he can get himself a proper go. Zuen coming back up very, very soon, so maybe could make something work of this one. Frost Shock. He needs to really combine Earth Shocks and Frost Shocks together. I think that would give him so much more survivability. Root mid-air, so we've got does get caught up with Alexium. Full Zuen in play. That's going to be Whirling Dragon Punch. Root him down for a place. Breaking out of it with a touch of death. Oh my god, the amount of damage that a monk can do once they get the cooldown set up is quite a bit. Death Swoop second to last, trying to give Sensei as much of an honor duel as possible. Sensei maybe at best might be able to break out of a stun eventually, but he really doesn't have any ways to break out of a stun versus Death Swoop at all. Defensively, he's also got Karma. He got himself Dampen Harm. He doesn't have a Leg Sweep or anything for a while. Maybe could go for a parry just to parry out some of the damage from Death Swoop with a Fist of Fury, but one stun into the next. Karma to follow. Death Swoop just trying to see if he can play it super defensively. Sensei trying to see if he can use this Karma to go hyper aggressive here. Does get hit with a Imprison into him. A Sigil of Misery, just getting rotted down from a distance as soon as defense is down. Trying to go for a hunt, looking for a parry, doesn't really get to. Can you actually parry that? You probably can parry. I know you can gouge it, but can you parry a hunt? Actually, possibly. Does go for a full stun. Big hunt. Metamorphosis right after. There's just nothing he can do. Death Swoop taking him out right then and there. With Sappy going to be up next. The Outlaw Rogue charging the Death Swoop. Trying to go for the big between the eyes combos. That is going to be a blur out of Death Swoop. Looking to go for as much of a defensive play as possible. Sappy with an evasion goes in for a vanish. Death Swoop kind of low. And that's going to be his defenses finally gone. Any between the eyes he used right here with the resets. That's going to be huge. Shrink and Cloak of Shadows. Try to see if he can stay super hyper aggressive. I wonder if he just goes in for a Shadow Blades as well, or Shadow Dance as well, just to keep the pressure going, because he got no dodge. Blind as soon as he goes in for I-Beam. Do you have yourself a proper CC set up though? You need a proper kidney shot. Imprison. That's to maybe get himself a proper opener here. Darkness down. Disarm for a second. Sappy just trying to keep the pressure rolling with the dance available. Ambush is actually really puncturing right through Death Swoop, but is it going to be enough to try to keep the pressure? Cheat Death taking him out last second. He rushes past him. Cheat Death Proxy comes right back in to make sure to finish him off. With Chicago gonna be up next, trying to go for a big zap. Yeah, there's just nothing you can do. There's just nothing you can do. Primordial Lava Burst, it's over. Yeah, he did really good. Like, he did really good against the Rogue, but at the end of the day, like, once you're out of cooldowns, you're out of cooldowns. There's nothing you can do. Trinket out of Mad Cow, trying to see if he can chase after Chicago. Chicago trying to stay as mobile here as possible. Hand of Freedom is up for Mad. Does go for the Earth Elemental to at least get some slows or stuns in order to slow down Mad with a root. Why he's got Full Crusade. For Mad Cow, at the very bare minimum, he has this Earth Elemental that he could build the damage up off of and then transfer it on Chicago if it can catch back up to the Shaman. For Chicago, trying to find ways to keep Mad Cow away from him during Crusade is crucial right now. Does go for the knock. Mad Cow still able to get quite a bit of damage onto Chicago. Drop it down a Healy Totem. That maybe will help you out a little. Double stun for Mad Cow. Still trying to keep the pressure rolling. He doesn't have Crusade at the very least. Got him so saying. Chicago just looking to maybe get some damage onto Mad with a lasso. Walking away from Chill of Vengeance. That is going to be a bubble. Chicago may need a burrow or something here. Does go for the wall. Interrupted. Burrow down. He's just still in a bubble. Shield of Vengeance is going to be down too. But Mad Cow is actually... Does he have coolness coming back up? Something got to be coming back up, right? Blind in order to get himself a reset, or Chicago stun to follow. Is he just over? Does he end it? Needs one more? He actually does get to bring it back. Hold on a second. Kordic, last one left over for the team 2 as another elemental. We got so many Ellie's now. Out of left field. All good. All good. Mess up my tricky against Sensei. All good, my guy. All good, honestly. That's a tough one, dude. It's a tough matchup. Monk in particular is very much similar to Rogue with the resets they can do and the mobility, but the amount of damage they can put at you too. Like, unless you have a counter to dampen their go, it's tough. It's so tough. All good though, my guy. This Mad Cow just trying to see if he can buy himself a bit of time. He's got that elemental dodging out, almost dodging the totem, but not quite. Does get hit by it either way. Lava Burst to getting sent in. So whatever the instant cast damage Kordic can do right now is huge for him. Root Totem around the corner, trying to see if he could bait Mad Cow in there, but he got himself Hand of Freedom really early on. Maybe if it walks in and the totem and the Hand of Freedom goes down, there it goes. Perfect. Kordic with an Earth Shock. Needs to get Earth and Frost Shocks together. Needs to combine the two because you can just kite out Mad as best as possible. Lava Burst is sent in. Is this enough? Lava Burst again? He got himself the Ascendance proc. He got himself the big setup. Mad Cow does have Blissful Protection. I don't know if he got Spell Warden. If he got Spell Warden, he needs Spell Warden right now. Otherwise, it's over. Does end up taking him down. Well done, dude. These shamans. That's been picking up too. Well done. Kordic as well. Mad Cow. And everybody got a chance to play, actually. I like this kind of games too, where everybody gets a chance, man. Everybody gets an opportunity. Bringing it back for his team. All that good stuff. Love it.